Yo, what's good YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We back out with another video, man. Today's video, I got you guys with this new rare two-way 3-level 0.4 build in NBA 2K24. Now this actually is a pretty rare build right here. I believe I am the very first person to make a video on this build. I did look on TikTok and on YouTube. I didn't see any videos on this build. I'm the very first person to make a video on this build, so make sure you guys do subscribe and hit the like button. I really would appreciate it. But yeah, a lot of people have been requesting to see this build, and I finally found how to make it. I got you guys with two versions today, one with contact dunks and then one with a higher 3-ball. So let's get straight into it. Obviously this stuff right here, personal preference, and then we are a point forward, of course. In order to get this build name, make sure you go small forward. And now for the height. Now if you guys seen some of my other point forward builds, the tallest height for point forwards is 6'7" this year. You could also go 6'6", but I think 6'7" is the perfect height. I did max the weight out. You're probably wondering, why did I do this? The reason why is because we only need an 81 speed and a 73 acceleration for all our badges. So I figure might as well max the weight out. And if you want to have that burly body type, you definitely could with that. And then max the wingspan out. I am going to be showing you guys the build with contact dunks, which is going to have a lower 3-pointer, but stay tuned. I will be showing you guys actually how to get an 85 3-pointer if you'd rather have that. So go 6'7", 250, max wingspan. Alright, moving on to the actual build. So let's do the playmaking first, since we are a point forward. Now of course, since we are a point forward, your pass accuracy does need to be at least an 87 for that bronze bailout. If you go 86 and below, it will change the name of the build. So anything to do with point forward, not even just this build in particular, your pass accuracy does have to be at least an 87, which is cool. You guys see, here's all the badges you get. You also will get a lot of good pass styles. So yeah, 87 pass accuracy. You can go higher if you want to. That's just the bare minimum. Ball handle, same thing here. The minimum ball handle is an 87 for that silver killer combos. If you go 86 and below, same thing. It will change the name of the build. Has to be at least an 87. Like I said, that will give you silver killer combos. And then once we upgrade those physicals, you guys will see every badge we get. And speed ball, this does have to be at least a 78. If you go 77 and below, it will change the name of the build. So yeah, these playmaking stats, they have to be just like this. You can't drop them at all. If you do, it will change the name of the build. 87 ball handle and 78 speed ball. Alright, now that the playmaking is done, I'm going to do the physicals just so you can see every badge we get. So like I said, 81 speed will give you that silver speed booster and silver hyperdrive. And then you want to put your acceleration to at least a 73 so you get silver blow by. As you guys see, that's really all you need. That's what you get all your badges at. You get blow by, speed booster, triple strike, and slippery off ball. And then let me put the stamina to a 95, I believe. Yeah, 95. Alright, now that the physicals are done, you guys can see all the badges. So we get blow by, handles for days, killer combo, speed booster, unpluckable, ankle breaker, and triple strike. That's all the badges we get. Alright, now moving on to finishing with this build. Now driving dunk, in order to get this build name, two-way 3-level point forward, your driving dunk does have to be at least an 82 for that silver slithery finisher. If you go 81 and below, it will change the name of the build. So yeah, has to be at least an 82. That's the bare minimum. Like I said, this is the version with the contact dunks. So I did go 87 driving dunk, of course. That will unlock pro contact dunks off of 2. And also, those also do require a 75 vertical. So they require 87 driving dunk, 75 vertical. And here's all the badges you get. So you get posterizer, pretty good badges, a lot of good silver and Hall of Fame badges, gold badges as well. Pro contact dunks off of 2 with that. Same thing with a layup. You guys can see for yourself. There's all the badges. Alright, that's pretty much all we did for finishing. Like I said, that will unlock pro contact dunks off of 2. Alright, moving on to shooting with this build. Now, since we are a 3-level point forward, you do need to have good mid-range and good 3-pointer in order to get this build name. So in order to get this build name, your mid-range shot does have to be at least a 78. If you go 77 and below, it will change the name of the build. In order to get this build name, mid-range has to be at least a 78. Same thing with the 3-ball, has to be at least a 78. If you go 77 and below, again, it will change the name of the build. So mid-range 3-pointer, Both have to be at least a 78. Keep that in mind. You can go higher, but these are just the baseline stats. I did go 79 3-ball though. It does give you silver blinders. I figure might as well. Make sure you guys do stay tuned though. If these shooting stats are too low for your liking, I will show you guys a version in a minute with 85 3-pointer. But yeah, this is definitely still not bad, honestly. As you guys see, you guys can see for yourself the badges. We still get pretty good silver badges and a lot of good jump shots. If you really want those contact dunks, these are the baseline stats. Like I said, definitely not that bad. And then I did put the free throw to a 73, which will unlock bronze free points badge. All right, moving on to the final category. Actually, thinking about it, let me put my strength to a 50 real quick. That is what you need for silver clamps, so make sure you do go 50 strength. All right, like I said, moving on to the final category, defense. Of course, you are a two-way, so your perimeter defense does have to be at least an 87 for that gold challenger. If you go 86 and below, it will change the name of the build. 87 is the bare minimum. I did put the steal to an 85. That will unlock silver glove, interceptor, right stick ripper. I did put the block to a 78. This will unlock silver chase down artist, and make sure you do go 61 interior at least, which will give you that bronze anchor. 78, actually no, I think I went 79 block. Yeah, I went 79 because it does give you pogo stick, and you get silver chase down and the bronze anchor. And then I put the rest onto defensive rebound. I got that to a 60 for the bronze rebound chaser. And as you guys can see, here's pretty much the build. The two-way 3-level point forward, really rare build right here. A lot of people have been asking to see this, and I am the very first person to show you guys how to make this. Like I did say, here's version number 1 with the contact dunks. Of course, we do have that 87 driving dunk for the pro contact dunks off of 2. Good enough shooting, pretty much the baseline stats. Same thing with playmaking, baseline stats. You cannot go below these stats on anything for playmaking. And then, of course, we're a two-way. We do have good defense and good physicals. I just want to show you guys real quick. I am going to show you guys the version with higher three-pointer. So here is the shades of for this particular version. Steven Jackson, Jimmy Butler, RJ Barrett. And like I said, this build is called a two-way 3-level point forward. Extremely rare build name right there. Again, make sure you guys do hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. I'm the very first person to make a video on this build. Really would appreciate it. But like I said, now I'm going to show you guys the version with the higher three-pointer. So say you're fine with just like an 82 driving dunk, the bare minimum driving dunk in order to get this build name, and you want a higher 3, take your wingspan down to 6'11", which will allow you to get an 85 three-pointer, which is a lot better for sure. 6'7", 250, 6'11 wingspan. And the build's pretty much the same. I'm being honest, playmaking and defense are pretty much the same. The only thing that is different is finishing and shooting. So like I did say earlier, the minimum driving dunk in order to get this build name is an 82. If you go 81 and below, it will change the name of the build. Driving dunk does have to be at least an 82 for the silver slithery, so we are going the bare minimum. And then vertical, take this down to a 74 now. The reason why it was at a 75, of course, that was for the contact dunks. Now that we don't have contact dunks, go 74 for silver chase down. And then I also did go 78 block. So we do lose pogo stick, but you still keep silver chase down and bronze anchor. And then now, as you guys see, take your free throw down to a 72. As you guys see, now you have an 85 three-pointer. You still have an 82 driving dunk, which does give you that silver slithery finisher. Defense is pretty much the same. Playmaking is exactly the same. Physicals are the same. But like I said, now you have that 85 three-pointer. As you guys see, that gives you gold catch and shoot, Deadeye, Limitless Range, Corner Specialist. Here's all the badges you get. It's really, really nice. The 85 three-pointer is definitely not bad. If you don't care about contact dunks and you would rather have the better shooting, make this build right here. But like I said, if you're fine with a 79 3-ball, 78 mid-range, and you would rather have contact dunks, I showed you guys the previous version. But here's the version if you do want that higher three-pointer. And again, of course, it will give you the build name, two-way 3-level point forward. Here's the shades of Shane Battier, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard. And as you guys can see, like I said, it's still called a two-way 3-level point forward. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I gave you guys two different versions of this two-way 3-level point forward, both pretty good. One with contact dunks and one with a higher three-pointer. Like I said, I am the very first person to make a video on this build, so make sure you guys do show me some support. Hit the like button and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. If you guys have any other builds you guys would like me to make a video on, please let me know down below. I really would appreciate it. Make sure you guys do drop a like, Subscribe if you're new. And I'm out.